people. Most people don't understand, like, most companies want employees. If you have some entrepreneurial thing that we talk about on the Power of Ownership podcast, if you got other stuff going on, you might want to keep that to yourself if you're trying to get a W-2. You know, because it doesn't mix well, like oil and water. They don't want to hear that you have, and it's crazy. That's crazy. You would think that people would want to hear, hey, I got some get up and go. I got multiple things I got going on, but most people want you laser focused on building their dreams and building their company up. They don't want to hear about you have other focuses. It's a deterrent for some reason. You know, it's counterintuitive, but it is what it is. Because I give you an example, I kind of think it's kind of harsh because you never know. Well, let me say this first. Let me say the thing I wouldn't like. I wouldn't cap about it. I wouldn't lie about it. Be honest. Let them know your intentions. Off the get go. Don't try to cap about it. I'm so high. That's so high. People call you bluff. What I would say, I give you an example. Last year, I invested my time into a pet land. But that's because I was trying to acquire the business. I'm trying to get into that business. So yeah, I managed the pet land with hopes of, under the impression that he was going to sell it to me. Right. Once he gets out of the business, he wind up selling to somebody else, but that's a different story. But I built up my real estate business for 10 years. However, I see the writing on the walls in the next 5 years, and we're going to talk about this, that business is going to be changed. So I'm looking at acquiring and buying other businesses. So the best way to get into something is to learn how to do it, learn how to run it before you acquire. So you never know somebody's intentions. Like, you might want to get into it to learn. Like, you might want to run a Starbucks before you invest in a Starbucks franchise. Right. You got to be clear about that. And most people won't hire you. It's a conundrum. Like, most people won't hire you because they know you got greater goals. They want you at a lower level, which is crazy. You want somebody with some gumption, but that's just what it is. But I'm mixed about it. Like, it's kind of harsh, but at the same time, you kind of stuck your foot in your mouth. I want to be telling people how much is my bank account.
Right. Right. And I mean, I think too, like you're saying, like,